Okay, what do we have? Oh, also guys, what do you think of this change? You can have different extra deck sleeves from main deck sleeves now. Pretty cool change. And there's new font for the life points. I'm a fan of both of these changes. We're starting unicorn. Oh my god, no, no way. No way, right? No way, it's exactly what I said, frame 1. No way we're gonna see this immediately. Wait. Could it be? Kashtira Primite Fiendsmith? Okay, no, that's even sloppier. What is this doing in here? What's this doing in here? We're playing Shining Sark as well? Oh, I mean, this is going crazy. We're setting a Primite Roar. We're setting Primite Roar, which is not going to do anything for the most part. But just because we already have our Drill Beam. 100% Yummy? You think this is Yummy? Primite Yummy. Primite, Demod, Shining Sark, Kashtira Yummy. In a 40 card deck, by the way. We finally have an Ash Blossom. Oh, but this is gonna hurt so bad into the Unicorn. It's gonna hurt so bad. I'm gonna find out what Evil Haver is playing. Yeah, very sloppy. I love these slop piles, personally. You know I'm a fan of slop. I am a slop consumer. We're making IP. I just realized, by the way, we don't get to see what they banished. Wait, we do get to see what they banished. It's Striker Dragon. Okay, so over here we're playing... Oh, I just noticed, you guys can't see quite maybe, but we're playing a 60 card deck. So this is like a Dragon Link pile. Okay. We're using the... Hey, it's actually Dark Magician is our vanilla. Actual Dark Magician is our vanilla. Oh wow. Come to think of it, this is the obvious pick, right? If you play Fiendsmith, Primite, Kashtira, you could play Dark Magician as your vanilla, and then you can always turn it into Demod. Right? At any time. Hi April, you look pretty. Thank you, Bulky. Okay, so this doesn't look like any particular engine, but it's load. I mean, not load. It's Drill Beam, Unicorn, Birth, and IP, which is enough to win a game. Enough to win a game for sure. Okay, we're gonna start with Regained. Hell yeah, into Baldrake. Okay, that could threaten something in the battle phase. We're gonna get a draw 1 immediately. And of course we get another extra deck rip. Another Striker Dragon. Okay, that's probably all Striker Dragons gone. I doubt we play 3. Activate Dragon Ravine. So we could chain IP here to SP this if we wanted to. But we're not gonna do that. Oh, you know what? Birth is a pretty good counter to this, depending on what they send. Because Birth will trigger on the resolution here. Oh, never mind, they're just gonna Ash it. We just cut a Borrow Reboot. Wait, I just realized. This card could negate Drill Beam, but they'd have to control a rocket, so maybe that's why we discarded it? Oh, never mind. Okay, I said this card does nothing, but Primite Roar does do something. I always forget about this card. I have a blind spot for it. It does nothing on the field, so you ignore it, but then once it goes to the graveyard, it has this trigger effect. It's actually just removal. So bye-bye Black Metal Dragon. Now we're going SP, probably because it was the end of the main phase. Banish Baldrake, and that's gonna be game. Well, turn, and probably the game. I'm gonna banish Regained. No, not the Regained. Yeah, we'll see what happens now. I don't know if it's gonna be lethal. No, it should be lethal. We could summon back Unicorn. It is gonna be enough. Unless this is another Bestial. Rory's like simple spoils Silvera lol. People always forget about it. Do people forget about Silvera? I feel like Silvera is a card that doesn't even come up in the decks that play it. Because it's one effect per turn. And that is going to be the first game. So not... Oh my god, Dark Magic attack for game. Oh, let's go. Look at that. So, okay, Primite Kashtira may have showed up quicker than I expected. I got 2 matches where people did not check in. Did anybody check in, Drake? I forget how to put a timer. We are going to see Rockets going first here. Chaos Space is a card I haven't seen in a while. There's Striker Dragon actually being summoned. 4 out of 4 did not. Yeah, okay. In that case, it's very simple. You can probably just DQ everyone because they probably didn't show up. Is there any matches where one person checked in but the other didn't show up? Because those are the ones that would need addressing. For round 1 right now. Round 2 has not started, of course. Anyway, do you remember when these cards were crazy? The Black Dragon Collapse Serpent and the White Dragon? Remember when they were like so powerful? Because they just plussed? And they actually got hit on the list? Now it seems so underwhelming. Like these cards that don't even start your plays by themselves. It's kind of crazy that they got hit, to be honest. I miss Agapane. I don't think Agapane can be played. I don't think Agapane can come back. That card summons any dragon. You can summon, I was thinking about this not long ago on stream. You could summon Dispata for free. Just yep, Pata. You could summon Albion, just yep, Albion, and then link it off and set like a Fallen and the Virtuous. You could summon Borrelend or Boral Shroud, and then Borrelend. You could do a lot of things for free. And 2 dragons make that. Just 2 dragons. So, you know when you make a Seals in Draco Tail to pass on a humble end board? Yeah, you could do that instead. You could make Agapane. You could make both, actually. You could go Agapane into Albion, link off both of those into Seals, then set a free Fallen and the Virtuous. That would be a really humble use of Agapane, but still really strong. Anyway, we have Rocket Combo. If they're busted now, and the effect is clearly busted, in the future it'll be worse. Yeah, it does also mean that any dragon, for the history of the game, would have to pay attention to its locks, just because Agapane exists. Should I DQ those guys then? If they didn't check in, Drake, they're probably all here. All not here, so yes. I'm not sure how to set a limit for check-in time, if I'm honest. Anyway, I wonder if we're getting close to the end of the combo yet. Probably not. Triz Barrel Dragon. They're 1/3 of the way done. Oh, okay. I see. I see it. Praying that the new Melfi support comes to Master Duel soon. The new Melfi cards do look pretty fun. I have to say, they look pretty fun. Oh, this is the card that can summon Furious Dragon, but never does actually summon Furious Dragon. It always summons that new one. Yeah. I wish this deck ended on Furious. Hello, April. Hello, Aeon. Hope you're doing okay. And thank you, Funzy, for the 6 months resub. Where do you announce this tourney? I wanted to join. Same place as my my other one. We do these every month on the first Friday of every month. It just so happened that this month, the Friday fell on the very first. But I did advertise this like a week ago, I think. If you want to get the pings for the tournaments, make sure you have the tournament player role in the Discord. Then you'll get reminders. Okay, this has got to be close to the end of the combo now, right? We've been comboing for a while. I see Boral End. Shouldn't this be Boral Shroud? Don't they normally make Boral Shroud? And then Boral Shroud summons Boral End? Oh, did I miss the animation? The new animation? There's Boral Shroud. I just realized this card just got an animation. But we missed it. Wow, look at him. Look at his fingers. Ew, his fingers have got, like, the tips cut off. Ew. Oh, and this is, Savage now, right? Or is it Ecclesia? Hell yeah, Savage. I don't know why I'm saying hell yeah, it's an Omni Negate, but you know. If one deck gets to play Savage, it's this one. Borderland is better in general. Well, this is the Disruption. So this just should be better, right? But Shroud can summon it for free, right? So... I thought the Barrel Dragons were machines. They are machines. Right? Or are they just like geared up dragons? Are they just really heavily kitted out dragons? Guns. Anyway, let's see if you can break this board with Kashtira. Fenrir is now at 3. A good board breaker, but we didn't remove the Fenrir. But we are going to Borderland the Fenrir. Okay, this is reasonable because it negates both effects. So we are trading 2 for 1. Kind of. This card was already 2 in 1. But the body's still there. So... that's actually a problem in case we have Kashtira extenders. This card is going to get follow-up as well. We just added a Phantasme, by the way. That's basically a hand trap. Like, this card triggering on the opponent's turn can add any level 7 Dark Dragon. I guess the nearest thing to a hand trap that you can search is Phantasme. That's not a bad idea. Also, thank you to Maxine Streams Games for following. And hello, Yoshi. Hello, hello. We're gonna start with, follow up with Ether Barrel. Boral Shroud negates it and destroys it. No, destroys your monster. Negates and destroys your monster. So it's basically just Boral 2. It also says that your opponent can't respond. It's just Boral 2. I'm gonna make SP, but SP doesn't even trigger here. We're gonna Phantasme, although... Wait, no, that was bait. Wait, we got baited because we can SP, force out the Savage now. We either force out the Savage, or we could banish the SP, we draw no cards. Because this card checks on resolution. But yeah, of course we just trade with the Savage. And this is going to be a problem because they needed that empty zone, I think, for another Kashtira card. We're going to have to draw 2, which maybe means we found another hand trap. It would still draw a card if SP leaves the field. Yeah, I suppose it would still draw 1, shuffle 1. It would. Okay, we do have another push. We have the Dark Magician Girl. And we did have Ash. Okay, I really want to know if we drew that with the Phantasme or if we already had that. Because if we drew that, that was pretty nasty. Like, Phantasme tech here is actually quite nice. There hasn't been any spells activated, but now there's a spell activated. That's a really good spell. Oh my god. Wait. Okay, well, we're gonna reboot it. Okay, that's pretty smart. Yeah. This would have been strong. Can they activate it again this turn? No, of course not. So now, negating the activation of the spell means that... Oh, never mind. I was gonna say it means that we don't get a spell activate for the D-mod, but this is another spell. This card targets Dark Magician in the graveyard, which we just straight up drew. And that's Dragoon. That's Dragoon. Hold on. And we actually get to activate this effect because it did use a normal monster as material. What would you search with D-mod? They probably have more than one target, right? If we're all the way on actual Dark Magician, we could just search that again. Oh, but we have the perfect out. It's Droplet. Damn. Okay, well, still, we have some bodies on the board here. We can make D-mod. We're gonna banish Dragoon for D-mod. Why did we banish Dragoon instead of Dark Magician Girl? Huh? Let him cook. The second gaze of Timaeus. The second gaze of Timaeus. That's what you'll search, I guess. Into Chiroza. Oh my god, it all makes sense now. Because we're gonna make a Synchro 10. Wait, this game is crazy. How is this deck pushing into this board? This was full rocket combo. Plus Ash, plus Droplet. Baron hits the board. I guess the only problem now is that Borderland is big, and Borderland is pretty hard to out. Also, Phantasme secret effect. Oh my god. Wait, I just wrote about this card. For a video essay that I'm making, I just wrote a part in my script about Phantasme. Secret effect. Discard a card, negate a targeting effect. That's gonna force our Baron negate. I wonder if we have a Typhon to follow up here. I wonder if we have a Typhon. Plan L? Yeah. Plan L. We do have a Typhon. Wait, I tabbed out for a second. We did make Typhon, but now it's the Rockets player's turn. And Savage is still here. That was such a crazy push though, come to think of it. Like, I did not expect that many pushes from this deck. We actually played, like, scarily well into that board. I wonder how much follow-up the Rocket deck can push with here. Because unironically, wait. Okay, we're popping this, but Typhon's still smaller than Savage. I've got a guy that checked in after 16 minutes. There's no way, Drake. You should have DQ'd them a long time ago. What do you mean? I think you just DQ them, right? I think you just DQ them. They shouldn't have been here. Although I guess that one person might as well play now, since it didn't really matter. Yeah, don't DQ that one person. Let them play. But the rest were no shows. So anyway, yeah, look at this. We're not ending the game this turn. We didn't have the follow-up. So now out comes Dragoon number 2. I'm not a fan of doing this now, by the way. That's a really bad idea. Because now we can crash into Dragoon. Which is way better than crashing into Typhon. Shouldn't we let the Savage hit first? And then we keep Dragoon? But no, we're still committing to attack Typhon. If I wait, borrow negates. Wait, this is you? I didn't know this was you. I guess I should have put the dots together when I realized it's the same deck that you played against me that one time. Kind of. Yeah, okay, so we're going into the Dark Charmer for follow-up. This is such like 2018 vibes. Not 2018, 2020 vibes. 2021 vibes. When these cards were just played because, yep, good card. Just, yep, it's a good card. Hey, what did I miss? You missed a pretty banger match so far for round 1. Also, if anybody's in here watching for round 2, in a few minutes, round 2 will be starting. Okay, we're going... Look at that. Tag out Alt Art SP into New Art SP. We're gonna banish the Birth, which is a really good banish. Okay, now there's a problem of Dragoon is still on the board. It can get rid of Savage. It can also get rid of SP. They do need some follow-up though, because... Okay, we're crashing into the negate. Is this a Kashtira monster? Oh my god, it's a Kashtira monster. Kind of. There's no way! Okay, I mean, we were in trouble, right? We needed a top deck desperately. Because this Dragoon was going to disappear in the end phase. Oh, you don't want to use that SP. That just lets the Unicorn special itself. So now we get Fenrir Control versus very little follow-up. 6 cards left in the extra deck. My money's on Kashtira right now. Also, thank you Macadamian Nuts for following. Yeah, my money's genuinely on Kashtira winning now. Okay, chat. Please check in to your round 2 matches if you are starting. please now check in. Round 2 has started. Yeah, look at this. I mean, it's still very few pressure, or very little pressure, because we can't summon extenders to the board, right? We just have like a bunch of Kashtira monsters. Quick reminder to also submit match results. That shouldn't be a problem, Jake. People should always submit match reports. They do it automatically. But also, yes, please submit them, because I don't think we have a very quick timer. That's the part that I don't know how to do, genuinely. I don't know how to set the timer on start.gg for different check-ins and stuff. Okay, we've cleared SP. Also, hello Pan. Thank you for the raid. Thank you for the raid, Pan. I saw that you were covering a PG match. We're also commentating a tourney right now. We're also commentating a banger match between Kashtira, Primite, Dark Magician, with Baron DeFleur versus Rockets. It's been a really sick round 1 so far. Okay, Druid Worm is powerful, but not against Fenrir. Yeah, this is something that I always experienced quite nastily back in the day. The way that a Druid Worm or any Bestial just loses instantly to a Fenrir is so mean. What's the ban list? It's the current ban list, or rather the one that was announced. So Fenrir is at 3 in this format. There is 3 Fenrir in this game. That's why there's another one in the hand. And also Metamorphosis is legal, for whatever that's worth. Okay, we banished the Fenrir. This is unbelievable, by the way. We're actually on Magician's Rod. We're actually on Magician's Rod. Look, normal summon, no effect. Just, yep, Magician's Rod. No Faithful Servant to search. I don't think we're playing bad cards like that. This is a Kashtira deck with Primite, and I think the target is Gaze of Timaeus. I think it's Gaze of Timaeus and that's it. I don't think we're playing the bad Dark Magician cards. Which, I mean, this is kind of one of the bad Dark Magician cards. So I don't really know why we're on this. Okay, Regain just hit the board. We need a body though. We need something. We need something. Oh, wait, that's a draw 1. That's actually a draw 1, but it technically loses to Fenrir, right? Fenrir could target this. I don't know if they will. Okay, they did choose to target it, which is reasonable. Regained is a grind game by itself. What do we have now? A body to protect ourselves? A Bestial? Oh my god, Talents bait. Actual Talents bait. Draw 2, Royal Talents, get ashed. Why did we... Oh no, why did we get ashed? I mean, I understand drawing 2. Because, like, what else are we gonna do? But also... Oh, it's so sad. Normal summon Max C, there's no room, there's no Typhon. We're just gonna take ourselves out here. Wow. Wow. That was full rocket combo. Plus Ash. Plus the Phantasme drawers. Plus Droplet. Normal summon Maxi for game. Hell yes. Absolute cinema. Absolute cinema. Okay, that was a really good match 1. Thank you both of you for playing. I'm definitely going to keep my eyes on John Darby's Kashtira deck. Yeah, crazy stuff.